Did Governor Gavin Newsom just make a backroom deal to boost his campaign for president by handing the governor's office over to a close friend? Coming up, we'll tell you about the rumor mill that's swirling around the state that a late entry into the governor's race may shake up that race and hand Gavin Newsom a very important tool for his presidential campaign. Coming up, we'll tell you all about what the rumor mill is saying. I'm Carl DeMaio, chairman of Reform California and a California state representative. And yes, there are big rumors swirling throughout the state of California. And the media has only picked up on a piece of it, but they haven't thought through the obvious next steps, the kind of the dominoes that would fall if this story that they're covering right now actually comes to fruition. And I believe it actually has a high likelihood of happening. You know, in the California governor's race, the current field is pretty crowded, but Congresswoman Katie Porter, former Democrat Congress member from Orange County, she's dominating the field right now, with the latest polling suggesting that she is the front runner. Not a commanding lead, but she's got like 23, 24% support. And all the other candidates, Antonio Villaraigosa, Tony Atkins, Tony Thurmond, all the other candidates running for office on the Democrat side are stuck in single digits. There's a pretty big percentage of the Democrat electorate for the race for governor that are still undecided, about 25%. But Katie Porter is the odds-on favorite. And that was after Kamala Harris decided not to run. Had Harris run, she would have started out with Porter closely behind, but it would have been a race between the two of them and everyone else would have been kicked off the platform. But right now, it really is a jump ball. So into this jump ball, the media correctly has picked up on the very true consideration that U.S. Senator Alex Padilla is considering running for governor. Here's Politico from last week. Padilla for governor, California senator leaves the door open. Rumors have begun to swirl in Sacramento about a Padilla candidacy. We also are aware that someone is polling Alex Padilla for governor. There's a poll out there. And, you know, when people do polling, we usually find out about it because the sample size is usually 2,000 people statewide. And so someone tells a friend and they have a screenshot. And so we're like, ooh, that person might be polling because they're thinking about running for that seat. So U.S. Senator Padilla, this is the idiot who has not done anything for California, but he was the one that crashed a press conference with one of Trump's cabinet secretaries and got body slammed. Because, of course, nobody knows who the hell he is because he's not done anything of any merit. He's an insider swamp creature. But now he's thinking about running. Well, why do people think he's such a big deal? Well, he's a U.S. senator, Carl. Yeah, nobody knows who he is. The reason why he won his Senate seat was because he was appointed to the Senate seat by Gavin Newsom. And, of course, when you're the appointed Democrat, if you run, you're the Democrat up against a Republican, you're going to be basically in. Pretty simple. Nobody has a bunch of support or joy for Alex Padilla. So why is he suddenly considered a big contender for governor? Well, first, the California media is stupid, and they don't like Katie Porter because she's not an establishment character on the Democrat side. But two, they know that Newsom is likely to support Padilla. Why? Well, remember, Gavin Newsom appointed Padilla to the U.S. Senate seat back in 2021 when Kamala Harris vacated it. And at the time, everybody was talking about how Newsom appointed a Latino, but not a woman. They were disappointed it wasn't a woman. They were disappointed it was not an African-American woman. That was the big debate back then. A Latino man? Well, what they missed was the obvious. Alex Padilla is one of Gavin Newsom's best friends, closest friends. In fact, he was put in the circle of friends and family. Here's Politico from 2023. Who's in Gavin Newsom's orbit? And you've got his administration players, you've got fundraisers, you've got policy advisors. And then, of course, over here, you've got friends and family. Who's this? Padilla. Padilla ranks up there with his wife, his best friend. So close to Gavin, even close like Nancy Pelosi. And she's Aunt Nancy. So Newsom's got a best friend that he's already appointed to the U.S. Senate seat. So if he runs for governor, of course Newsom's going to back him with his political machine, giving Padilla a leg up. There's another reason why Newsom desperately wants Padilla to be governor. Think through it. Gavin Newsom's running for president. His term ends in late 2026. The primary begins a year later with the caucuses in Iowa and the voters in New Hampshire. South Carolina, he can't sit out of office for a year. By golly, who would he shake down? He's not in office. He's just a lowly candidate. Oh, you see where this is going. Padilla has a U.S. Senate seat that he could then gift to Gavin Newsom. And this is a big deal. This is a big deal to have Padilla in the governor's mansion to turn around and appoint his buddy to this safe Senate seat that then makes him a U.S. senator as he's about to run for president. And of course, Newsom is just getting himself an insurance policy because he can run for president and U.S. senator at the same time. This is corrupt, but this is the nature of California's broken political system. It's all about backroom deals. It's not about you, the voters. You don't get to decide. Oh, isn't that quaint? You, the voter, think you get to decide what goes on in California politics? No. It's the machine, the broken, corrupt, swampy, Sacramento-driven machine. I'm surprised that not more media outlets are figuring this out. Even Willie Brown is starting to talk about the Padilla candidacy being a Newsom decision, and then Newsom gets a Senate seat out of it so that he has an insurance policy if and when he loses for president, and he's still a U.S. senator and he gets to retire 40 years from now, at age, 80, 89, 90. Look, we want Newsom to get crushed this November so that he doesn't have the political capital to prop up his best friend to become governor next year. The best way to do that is to defeat Gavin Newsom's Prop 50, his corrupt redistricting scheme. So go to our website, defendfairelections.org. Defendfairelections.org. Here it is. It's got all the talking points you need to talk to all your friends and family to convince them to vote no on Prop 50. It also has two things that you can do. Number one, chip in a contribution. Just click that contribute button, put $5 in the bucket, and then also go to the bottom of the website and sign up so that you're informed as to our events and various campaign updates as we go through the next several weeks to defeat Prop 50 in the November 4th special statewide election. When we do that, not only are we preserving our democracy and the fairness of our elections by keeping the power out of the hands of the politicians to manipulate lines, but we also hand Gavin Newsom a crushing defeat, a humiliating defeat in his own home state of the blue state of California. That will end his presidential career. And it will cause all the donors to say, man, you can't even win a rigged election in California. We're not going to support you for president. We're not going to support your hand-picked candidate for governor. Strike a win for democracy and drive a stake through Gavin Newsom's presidential aspirations. Defendfairelections.org. Until next time, I'm Carl DeMaio, Chairman of Reform California and a California State Representative. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. But before you click away, please subscribe to this channel and click that notification button so you get updated when we post new episodes. Plus, like this video and share it with your friends so that we can help spread our message across the state. Reform California with Carl DeMaio is paid for by Carl DeMaio for State Assembly.